Hey guys, this is Meredith from Pandora's Books. Hope you're having a good night. It's actually Tuesday today. I meant to film this over the weekend and time just got away from me. So I'm going to start with the books that were gifted to me because it's the smallest pile. First from Stacy at Adventures of a Book Junkie. She got me Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. When she found out that I didn't have this book, she went right onto Amazon and bought me an e-copy of it. And she said, now you have no excuse not to read this book, or the series in general. I've heard it's amazing. I've heard this guy right here is really swoon-worthy, and I can't wait to get to it. Thank you so much, Stacy. That was just such a fun surprise. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to get to read these. And then the other book I was gifted this week from Shannon at Twilight Sleep. She gave me Anti-Goddess by Kendari Blake. This looks so amazing. I know I say that about a lot of books. I'm sorry. I try not to read something if it doesn't look amazing to begin with, so, but I love Greek mythology. I think I've mentioned that to you guys before, and it sounds so good. The cover's gorgeous, and it just sounds such a fun read. So thank you so much, Shannon. I know how much this arc meant to you, and I can't thank you enough, and I don't know if I can ever repay you properly for letting me have this, and I can't wait to read it. So thank you so much. Seriously. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, next are the books that I bought. So first I got, oops, wrong book. Put them in the wrong order. The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. I've heard this series is amazing, and everyone I speak to loves it, and I wanted to see what it was all about, so I picked this one up. I also picked up Crown of Embers by Rae Carson. That way I can read these back to back. And finally, I got The Bitter Kingdom by Rae Carson. I found all of these discounted, and I know everyone says they're awesome, and I know that a lot of people said this was a really satisfying ending to the conclusion, or to the a very satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. So I just really can't wait to read it, and I'm really excited that I have all three, and I can just read them back to back when I'm ready. Next, I got The Collector by Victoria Scott. I own this one on my Kindle app, and I originally planned on just reading it on my Kindle app, but I actually bought The Liberator in paperback when I saw it in the store, and I just kind of wanted to have both the books in paperback, instead of having to read one on my iPad, and it's heavy, and I've had to read a lot of ebooks lately, a lot of e-arcs and stuff, and I just want to go away from my iPad for a while and not stare at a screen, and so I splurged and I got this, and I'm very excited to read both books back to back, just like with the Girl of Fire and Thorns series. It's always fun to not have to wait. The only downside is this third book doesn't come out until next year, and that's going to be a wait. And I've heard the end of The Liberator, evil. I've heard it's just evil. It's just a cliffhanger and it's evil. So that scares me a little, but I really want to get to these sometime soon. So next I got The Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I have Throne of Glass. I haven't gotten to it yet, but everyone who read Throne of Glass said that Crown of Midnight was absolutely amazing, It's better than the first book, and I just am very, very excited to read these and see what everyone's raving about. Next, I went to Barnes & Noble today, and I picked up a couple books, and the first one is a new release, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Every single review I see of this, both from bloggers that I follow on a regular basis and from those who I don't know as well, every review I've seen on this book has been positive. Everyone says that, if they're in college at this point, they say that they wish they had had this book in high school. It really just kind of spoke to them. And some people who just started college, some bloggers I know who just, this is their first semester, said that they're really excited that they have this book to read during their first semester, and it really, again, it spoke to them and it touched them, and they just loved it. I've seen nothing but glowing reviews about this, and when I saw it in the store, I couldn't resist, and I had to get it. So, next, I don't know, this book, supposedly this isn't coming out until September 17th, but for some reason my store had it out, 6 copies, all on the shelf. I don't know if they got the date wrong or if the date got moved up, but This Song Will Save Your Life by Layla Sales. This is, just like with Fangirl, a lot of, every blogger that I have spoken to, every review I've seen, glowing reviews, 4 and 5 stars. They loved it. It spoke to them. They just fell in love with this book. Even some bloggers who don't cry when they read books said they did. I actually started reading it when I was in Barnes & Noble. I got about 15 pages in, and I couldn't put it down. The main character is Elise, and I don't know what she's like throughout the rest of the book, but in the first 15 pages, she's just very likable, very relatable. I didn't want to put it down, and so I just bought it. And I'm really hoping, as with all my books, I'm really hoping to get to it soon, and see. I know people who had the ARC just said it was wonderful, and I can't wait to get to it. And finally, my big find of the month was Find Me by Romilly Bernard. This doesn't come out officially until September 24th, but for some reason I was able to find a copy, and I'm so excited. This is actually also the first book ever featured in one of my Stacking the Shelves videos that I am actually reading. Normally, I sit here and I go, I can't wait to read this, and I, move on. But with this, I've actually started it. The first 3 chapters are up on Romilly's website or blog, I don't remember which, and so I read the first 3 chapters there about a week ago, and then I found it, and I devoured those first 3 chapters, and now I'm about to start chapter 7, and I love this book so far. Oh, it's so good. It's different, it's unique. I've never read a book about hackers before. I like Wick. It's very intriguing, and I can't put it down because I keep wanting to find out what happens next. I finished a chapter, and I figure I can put it down for a minute, if I have to go do something, get some food, whatever, and then the end of that chapter, I have to keep going. So, like I said, I'm only not that far in, but I'm hoping to finish this in the next couple days. It's just been so good, and I know a lot of people said it is. Those who got ARCs and read it, they said it's amazing. So far, I definitely agree with them. It's amazing, and all right, I'm rambling about this book because I've been desperate to read it, and I'm so excited I found it, and I'm fangirling all over this book. So I'm just gonna move on before I make a fool of myself. All right, so that's my Stacking the Shelves haul for this week. I'll probably do another video Saturday or Sunday with what I get the rest of the week, so you'll get to see me twice. So yeah, comments on this video or, you know, on my blog, wherever you're watching it, YouTube, my blog, whatever. Tell me if you've read any of these. Tell me if you're excited for any of these. And link me to your Stacking the Shelves if you've done one. And yeah, that's it for now. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.